Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel and another Dyson Sphere Program video, or rather the second part of my first video, I guess is what we would say. So in the last video I went and built, or got all of my basic resources, my green circuits, my gears and everything ready to go. And in this video, my goal is to take all of those resources, put them together, and create a mall or some sort of jumpstart base. I've heard both terms being floated around by other YouTubers, and I don't know what I want to call it. So I'm taking ideas from Nilos. I think that he's got probably one of the better designs out there right now. So I want to demo kind of how this would look like in the early game. He kind of demoed it in the later game, well, in the early game, but he also extended it to show it what it would look like in the end game. And this is kind of my interpretation or my take on it. It looks very similar. Some of the placements of things are slightly different because of the map that I'm using, but this is kind of my take on this. It looks a lot like what he has. I should probably link what he's already built because, I should give him credit for that. So I will do that in the description as well. Now, this is so in this video, the main goal of this video was to get through and get to the 8-9 basic buildings created, the ones that need your green circuits, your stone bricks, your gears, your electromagnetic coils, and lastly your iron ingots. So anything that requires those 5 things is part of this build. At the end of the video, I don't quite have all of the things researched. I will have that kind of as my start for the next video. You'll see kind of where they would fit in. I really like doing this build at the beginning of my game. It took me I think 45 minutes to go from beginning to this point, mainly because I spent a bunch of time handcrafting all of the required assemblers, smelters, belts, etc., in order to get to the point where I was able to start to build. And then once I was able to build, it took me probably half an hour to 45 minutes to get this whole thing set up. So it's not a short process, but if you do this early on, I think it really helps out with the speed of your game. It makes it so that it's a lot easier for you to progress into later parts of the game. So getting something where you're just able to, do your work, you're building everything, and then in the background, all of your buildings that you're going to be needing, your assemblers and everything, your smelters, mining machines, conveyor belts, all of those are getting produced, and you don't have to worry about it. You just come back to that location whenever you need to pick up your your supplies. Essentially, it's like a supply depot in a lot of ways, and not having to build it by hand, I think makes it quite beneficial. I know that there are some people who think, just rush to getting your logistic stations, and I can see where you would want to do that. However, if you do this way, I think it's slightly more efficient. I don't know. I'll have to fiddle around with it a bit and figure out what I like best. Anyways, so without further ado, I'm gonna put on the video, that I've recorded, and you can go ahead and see what this whole setup will look like at the end. Finally, if you're interested in this content, if you're thinking that it's fun, if you want to watch more of them, please, feel free to subscribe. I'm making these videos mainly for my nephew. He enjoys watching some of these videos, so I'm making it for him. But if anyone else finds them useful or fun, please subscribe. I'm going to try to put content out fairly regularly. This week I've got some time to myself, so I'm able to make a number of videos this week, which is great. So there'll be a bunch of content coming up, kind of in a flurry over the next couple of days. And next week I'm hoping that I'll be able to continue this, do it like a video or two a week. Hopefully that will be sustainable. Anyways, I hope you enjoy this, building my mall. And, subscribe if you like. And, yeah, enjoy. Now, from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start combining all of these. How much space do I have? I don't have a lot of space here. I'm going to maybe move everything down. This does pose a little bit of a problem because I don't have kind of all the space I'm wanting. So I'll start it here, go like this, and I'm going to put this one here so that it goes right beside. Oops. Here we go. And it's going to go straight along, and it's going to keep running down that direction. This gum. Now, once I've done that, I start putting in a bunch of these, and I'm just going to do that for the moment to see where this line will run. It'll run here. This line here will run like this. There we go. And this line here. Oops. There we go. This line here will go all the way to here. Go all the way down to there. And like so. Okay. Now, this the genius of this design is that what I can now do. Oops, don't need to do that. Stop. Here. Okay, and there is plenty of room. Oh, I am starting to run out of power. There we go. All right, let's get this built. We're going to see how this works in a moment. Okay, so the way this works. Let's say I want to build, I don't know, we'll start off with the stuff that I'm going to need a lot of. I'm going to need a lot of conveyor mark ones. So what I'm going to do, and I don't have any inserters because of course I ran out. So let's build a couple of inserters. Oh, well, why am I doing that? That is silly, because I have a whole bunch of these already there. We'll just pull those up, and we will go and build a couple of these. 30 should do for now. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to build some of these. Oh, I don't want to build here. I'm going to build there. Yes. So, first thing I'm going to build is conveyor mark ones. For conveyor mark ones, I'll need some power, but first I'll need some iron plate and some gear. So we'll take both of those, put them into here, give it a little bit of power, poof, and put a box over here. I can then output everything into the box. Conveyors can move over 3 spaces. So all of this is going to build conveyor mark ones and put it into this box. I'll limit the box to, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 will do. That'll be 1,000 belts. That should be plenty. Now the second thing I'm going to need is I'm going to need sorters. So to make sorters, I'm going to click over here, click on sorters, and I need green circuits. One green circuit coming up, and oops. Oh, I don't want that. I want metal plates. So metal plates are there. There we go. And here we go. I am now producing those. And the lovely thing about this is that every single one of these pieces of equipment requires only the things that I have on this belt. So let's say I want to build some, I don't know, assembly machines. Assembly machines here. There we go. Gonna take in, whoops, need a sorter. Take in one of those, and one of those, and suddenly I am making assembly machines. Now, this is not the most efficient way to build these, however, I don't really care about efficiency. the big thing that I'm looking for is to have these available when I need them. It can take a while for them to get built. I don't care how long it takes to be built as long as I can get a whole bunch of them when I need them. So I'm going to extend these out a ways more. Eventually, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to kind of expand here a bit. But I can actually build all of these initial pieces of gear, of equipment, so that I can just get them when I need them. So let's go, and I've got how many things? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got 7 more. I need 8 things. I've got 3 so far. I'm going to need 6 more. So let's go and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Because there is one more thing that I haven't quite done the research on yet, which I will be able to get in a very short amount of time here. All right, so got all of this. Just extend them a little bit further so that all of this is done. There we go. And give it some power. Boom and boom and one more. All right, so I've got these. I'm going to build. Let's see, smelters. Smelters need bricks. There we are. They need iron plate. Iron plate they need. Green circuits and magnetic coils. And we'll put a box to get all of the excess. And for my purposes, all I need is one of them for now. Okay, so we've got those. Miners. Miners, nice and simple. Oops, don't need that. I need a box here. Miners need iron plates. They need green circuits. Let's get here. And gears. Whoops, where are the gears? Can't get to the gears. There we go. Nope, I don't think I got in. Did it go in? Yes, it is. Lovely. I'm going to need some more boxes. And next one I have is boxes. Ooh, actually, I think there's one more thing that I'll be wanting as well. So I'm going to make some boxes with this. Boxes are nice and simple. I need one of those and one of these guys. Put a box here to catch them all. Don't need a lot of boxes, but they are incredibly useful. I like to have at least a stack or so in my inventory at all times, because I will always be needing them. Next thing we have is, let's see here. Wind turbines. These are important for making sure that I can keep everything powered. So we will take iron plate, gear, oops, come on, gear and that, and put this into there like that. Perfect. So there are actually 3 items that I can't actually build yet because I don't have the necessary materials, but that's okay. I'll just make some spaces for them. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I think I'm building all these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What is the 8th one? What am I not building yet? Yes, these are Tesla towers. I'm going to put them on the end. That will be, I'm going to keep them on the end because I will be wanting them on the end for later. The design that I'm going off of uses these as kind of for the second half of the build. But for the moment, I can't actually build the second half of the build, so I'm not going to worry about it until I kind of get it to that point where I'm actually able to use it. So for now, let's go here, put that in there, and whoops, this goes into there, and limit it to 1, and just make sure that I have limited this down to 1 as well. Oops, and how come this is not building anything? Because I don't have any gears coming in, because they are going out instead of going in. That is, oops, and this is going out as well. Oops. And of course I deconstructed the belt. Not a big problem. Rebuild it, and there we go, in there. So this is going to be probably my, what is it? The splitters. And then I'm also going to want to put some power plants, thermal power plants in as well. That would be the last 2 things that I can build with all of these materials. So one more thing that I am going to need to build, and I don't actually have it yet, so I will start researching it now. So that is the kind of the beginning part of the game, getting everything kind of going. And here's what I do. If I want more of these, I've got already 31 of them built. I've got 17 of these. Oops, I'm going to limit that to 2, I suppose. Yeah, and then go there, and I can get more power there. This is just going to keep building and building and building. I don't know if the power is good. Oh, the power load is absolutely terrible. So I'm going to actually have to build a few more of these just to make sure that it's at a that is having a reasonable power draw. Um, Still terrible. You want the power load to be at 100% or less. Unfortunately, I don't have enough of these wind turbines. It's still, thankfully, things won't shut down. They just become less efficient as time goes on. Okay, keep going. Oh boy. Alright, more stuff. For now, let's just get these. Let's get these going. And I don't have any more. Still at 112. Okay, get more of these. And I want these instead. And for now, I am just trying to get a whole bunch of these guys going. Alright, that is so close to being perfect, it's not even funny. But it is just enough power. I'm gonna have to get another power solution, I think, very soon. Maybe some thermal power, um, uh, or more wind turbines. At the moment, wind turbines seem to be working fairly well for me, but like, you take a look at how much space I have devoted to them, it's getting a little bit excessive. Alright, so power load is fine. Satisfaction is about 100%, which is awesome. And everything is going to be going at full capacity. Nice. So the last thing I can do here, oops, I haven't done it yet. I'm going to research this here. I need a couple of these magnetic coils, so I'm just going to go in and steal some from the belt there. If you click on the item here on the belt, it'll actually pop up and you can actually take things from it immediately. And once I've done that, I'm going to start to build some research facilities. Now, research is really kind of interesting in this game. What you do is you build these research facilities like this. I'm going to build a couple of them up. Let's build 5 of them. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to build these blue cubes. Now the blue cubes need the... Oops, let's move this over just one. It'll make it more efficient. Not that it really matters at this point in time. However, it's always nice to kind of keep things where they belong. This goes here, that goes there, and we'll put these inserters like this. And this is going to trickle our science. It's not going to be particularly fast, however, it will work. And I'm going to put this beside. I think I've got enough room to put an inserter. Too close. Put it like that. And we'll just take inserters. We'll just go and put them directly in like that. I need to power this with one of these. It's not going to be enough, but whatever, it doesn't matter. So what will happen is this is going to make these blue science cubes. Why are you not? Okay, I need some of these. I'll take some of those from here, put them into my inventory, and I will move you there, just like that. And it is creating these blue cubes. These are science cubes. And what will happen is that I click on this, that'll do the research, and the blue science cubes will come into here, and eventually, if things are working, oh, that's because I'm not researching anything. I go in here, and I choose this. These blue science cubes, they're going to be putting them in from here into there, and that's going to be creating science for me and doing my research for me. I'm going to stack these up a couple high. I'll get 3 high with each, and of course my energy is going to be not too bad. Not too bad at all. And we'll do this. We have 3 and 3. and we have my first research done. It is incredibly slow right now, but it's getting done. So next one, let's build a technology, and let's go with improved logistics system. Thermal power, yes, thermal power. Fluid storage, no, no, nope. We'll go with steel smelting. Nah, improved logistics, steel smelting, and then environment modification. Oh, that's going to take forever. I want environment modification so that I can go a little further this way, because I do want to have another stack of this blue science getting done. Because it's at this point in time it's dreadfully slow, but it is getting done. So that's all that really matters right now. So that is kind of the early start to Dyson Sphere Program. The beauty of the system is that I can go in and I need smelters, I just take some smelters. Boom. I'll just take the whole thing. Take the whole stack of smelters. No, not one, I want all of them. So, I've got a stack of smelters there. I've got a stack of these. So I'll just push shift and, oops. There we go. And I can take a whole bunch of boxes. I don't know that I need that many boxes yet, but that's okay. And we'll take these, and I'll take those, and I already have a bunch of those, and there we are. That is what I need to do. Do I have boxes? I do, so I can put this here, I'll put that there, and we'll get the last two things in. So we have thermal power stations. For the thermal power stations, I need stone, I need that, I need gears, and I need that. Oops, what has happened there? Goes there, and then this goes into, oh, I'm all out of those. So I come over here, I pick those up, I have them, and then I go and I put this and plug it into that there. And I don't need a lot of these. I think one will be sufficient. Yeah. And then when I get these splitters, I will go ahead and make that. And that is kind of building your first little mall, or as Nilos likes to call it, a jumpstart base. So the beauty of this is that now I have everything I need to go into every other stage of the game. And I have a lot of them. So I have 50 of these, 50 of these, 20 of these, and well, how many of these now? Already 4. Meaning that I don't have to worry about building them, handcrafting them. All of that is done. It took about, I don't know, took me about an hour, but that's because I had to craft everything by hand, all of this by hand first. So once that's done, everything else will be very quick, or much quicker. The plan is to go into steel smelting, and this I can extend out my research a little bit. And then I start working towards my red science, which is here. Yeah, and that will need some other things that I can't actually quite make yet, but this needs oil and other things. But we'll get into that for the next video. Well, anyways, I have gone a fair bit over my time, over the time I was wanting to do. This turned into a hour-long video. Wow. Maybe it's not quite an hour. We'll see how long it takes after I've gone in and actually edited everything. So, hope you've enjoyed this, and we will see you soon.